Assalamu alaikum children and welcome to another episode of the Butterfly Corner on Hilaal TV. My name is Samira and I'll be keeping you company every single day. Look children, I have all my art supplies here so that we can learn the fun way. Let's learn about Allah and Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. Let's dream about Jannah and find ways to make Allah happy. Today children, I have a wonderful story all about a little ant. But before I read it to you, I thought, why not learn to draw an ant? So that's what we're starting off with today. Today we're going to learn how to draw a little ant, and then I'm going to tell you the little ant story. For our drawing, I'm going to keep it nice and simple. All you'll need is some paper and some colors too. Let's get started. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. The first thing for our little ant is to start with our basic drawing of a circle. Now, if you don't know how to draw a circle, you can use your Prit or anything that circle you. Any circular object like a bowl or a cup or a little container. Anything that forms a circle that you can trace around. Do you have Prit? You can use the lid of the Prit too. I'm going to freehand it today, but you can do it however you like. Don't forget to send me a picture of it. I can't wait to see yours. What delight! Let's start off by drawing our little circle. Just like that. Then I'm going to go on and draw another circle underneath. It looks like the number 8. The next thing I'm going to do now is to draw an oval. The little oval will go like this and join down flat. Did you learn to do this? Do you remember how we did it? Don't worry, we'll do a recap again when we go over it in color. Let's go on to the next step now. The next step is to give our little ant some antenna. And we do this by drawing curvy little lines with a circle at the end. We need to give our ant some hands and feet, so we can do this by drawing lines on either side of him. Then I'm going to give him long legs by drawing lines like that. Then I'm going to give him little stripes on the back of him, like that. We're not going to give him any eyes or mouth because we don't want to have to see that. But let's get started in coloring in. I'm going to outline my little ant now, and I'm going to do it in brown. You get brown ants and black ants and red ants too. So let's color this one in brown and red. Just like that. Let's recap what we did. First, we started off with a little circle. Then we went over with another little circle. Then we made an oval at the bottom and joined it to our 2 other circles. Then we gave our ant 2 little antennae at the top of his head. Then we gave him little arms on the side to carry his big food. And 2 little legs on his body like that. I gave him little lines at his bottom just like that. And now we're going to color in so that we can get the reward from Allah. But how do we get a reward from Allah by coloring in? By making the dhikr, of course. Let's color in and make the dhikr of Allah. And today, I want to read lots of durood. So let's say, Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. Let's color in our little red ant and say, Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. Because for every durood that we read, 10 ranks are raised, 10 sins are forgiven, and 10 blessings are written for us. Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. And just like that, I'm done. Children, did you enjoy drawing our little ant with us? Would you like to draw more? Let's have some fun. But first, let's go for a quick break, and when we come back, I'm going to read you the little ant story. Stay tuned. My butterflies, we drew our little ant. Do you have yours with you? Come on, let's read the story of the little ant. Long, long ago, there was a kind prince by the name of Umar. Umar lived in a beautiful palace, but he loved spending time in the garden more than the royal hall. One morning, while sitting under the tree, Umar saw a tiny little ant carrying a crumb that was much bigger than it was. Curious, Umar bent down and gently asked, "Little ant, why do you work so hard?" To his surprise, he heard a soft whisper, "I work with Allah. I remember Him for every step I take. I make the dhikr of Allah. Every time I work, I make the dhikr, and that is only for Allah. I can only do it because Allah gives me the ability to." Umar blinked. He was so amazed. "You make dhikr too?" The ant replied, "Yes, we ants make the dhikr of Allah as we walk. It gives us strength." Umar ran to his teacher and told her what happened. So the wise teacher smiled and said, "Yes, even the smallest creatures remember Allah. If the ant can make dhikr while working, surely a prince can remember Allah in his heart too." So from that day on, Prince Umar made dhikr a part of everything he did. Eating, walking, learning, sleeping. He felt happier, braver, and more grateful. You see, my butterflies, no one and nothing is too small to remember Allah. Even the tiniest creatures make the dhikr of Allah, and we should too, with love and sincerity, and only to make Allah happy. If you make the dhikr of Allah, no matter how small or grown up you are, you too will get a reward, and Allah will reward you with the best reward ever, Jannah, of course. So what are you waiting for? Start making your dhikr now. But unfortunately, we've come to the end of another show. Don't worry, we'll be back again soon. Don't forget to send me a message. I'll be waiting to hear from you. Until next time, fi amanillah, ma'as salama.